Hey again everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, today we have a fabulous new filming location, which is, drumroll, my kitchen. And I thought I would take you with me to the kitchen because I wanted to do something new and fun with you today, which is we're going to make some smoothies. And I figured I would do this because I'm always talking about how important it is to eat healthy, to live healthy, how important it is to nourish your beauty from within. And I figured what better way to prove this to you guys than to practice what I preach. So I'm going to show you a few of my favorite smoothie recipes, which I usually eat for breakfast or for like dinner if I'm not really feeling like eating anything too heavy, or even as an in-between meal snack. And as you may have seen in the film title, we are also going to make a Starbucks Unicorn Frappuccino inspired smoothie. And I wanted to do this because I heard so many good things about that frappuccino, that it's delicious, people love it, but I also read that it's not very healthy for you. So I figured, why not make it healthy and turn something that you love into something that is also good for you. And besides that, I'm going to show you my 4 go-to recipes for whenever I'm in a hurry, or maybe I don't have my usual breakfast items in the fridge. I just have some fruit, some milk, some Greek yogurt maybe. I chuck everything in a blender, buzz it up, good to go. And in case you're wondering why I suddenly have a slight lisp, it's because last week I got Invisalign. And I'm super excited about it. I've been wanting to straighten my teeth out for quite a while, and now I've been lucky enough that I could start the Invisalign process. So if you guys are curious about it, if you want to learn more about it, if you want to hear some pros and cons, then let me know in the comment section and I can definitely do a video or two about it. But for now, let's get back to our smoothies. And as you can see, I've laid out all my ingredients here for me. I have some bananas, I have some milk, I have some pineapple, greenery of course, because you need to have some greens in your smoothies, strawberries, blueberries, some Greek yogurt, some cherries. As you can see, I'm a huge fruit fan. And as you may have guessed, today you're not going to be seeing a lot of me, but you are going to be seeing my hands as I make some delicious smoothies for you guys. So first things first, we are going to make a sort of spinach berry smoothie. And I say sort of because I don't really have spinach here. I have something that is called in Dutch veldsla, which literally translates to salad of the field. But anyway, you get my drift. It doesn't matter what kind of leafy greens you're using, as long as you're using some, because they are super healthy for you. I take roughly the equivalent of a cup, toss it in the blender. Then I take the same amount of blueberries. Throw in a couple of strawberries as well. Add in 1 banana, which I'm going to break up into smaller pieces. I'm also adding in a couple teaspoons of Greek yogurt. And I add a cup of water. Okay, and now we can pulse it. And this is your final product. And of course you can garnish it with some blueberries and strawberries and make it look all nice and Instagram worthy. I have to admit, this looks pretty delicious and it sure tastes like it as well. And now we are moving on to a personal favorite of mine, and I think quite a crowd pleaser, because we are going to make a black forest smoothie. And you know what black forest means? Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. And a few cherries, okay, fine. And I think pretty much everybody loves chocolate. Maybe not everybody. Hi Nick and Dexa, I'm looking at you. I know you don't. But I think 99% of us are happy if you can have something that tastes like chocolate but is also healthy. So let's get started. For this I'm going to start with a cup of milk. I'm going to use half a banana. I'll be using a whole cup of cherries. You can reserve a few just to garnish the drink in the end. And I'm going to add as much cocoa as I like, which is about the equivalent of 3 to 4 tablespoons. You can use as much or as little as you want, depending on how chocolatey you want it to taste. If you want it to be extra sweet, you can also add a couple tablespoons of honey. The quantity I'm making here will be for 2 people, so 2 cups. But if you make it for one, you can also just use half the quantities, and then we'll just use 1 tablespoon of honey. You can also add in some chia seeds because they'll just make the smoothie a lot more interesting in texture, and they are also super healthy. As you know, they are a superfood. Take the few cherries I left aside and just garnish the glass with them. You have total freedom to use whatever garnishes you like. You can do almond slices, a bit of almond flour. You can also do a drizzle of honey if you prefer. Ooh, and I think I'll do just that, just a small drizzle of honey. Now, isn't this a beauty as well? Number 3 on my list is what I like to call the Pina Colada smoothie. And that's why I have the pineapple, and I have some coconut cream here as well. And you can also use coconut milk if you prefer, but I think I will just use some water because the cream from the coconut is heavy enough as it is. So I'll just cut a few slices of the pineapple. Add the other half of the banana that we have left over from the Black Forest smoothie. A couple of teaspoons of coconut cream. Delicious smoothie here. And what I like to do is to take some of that breakfast trail mix that you have, usually with some sort of seeds, with coconut flakes, with peanuts or cashew nuts, and I take just a little pinch of them and garnish the smoothie with it. I think this brings up another layer of texture in the smoothie, gives it a better taste, it's more interesting of course. There, we can also use a fried banana slice to feel a bit naughty. But hey, it's a tropical smoothie, so it's meant to also be crazy delicious, right? Fourth recipe we're going with is a peanut butter and banana smoothie. Peanut butter and bananas are a classic combination, I think, and if you add a hint of jam as well, then you've got yourself a breakfast. But we are going to substitute the jam with some strawberries and with some honey for the sweetness. So we take 1 banana, a couple of tablespoons of peanut butter, and of course you can also adjust the quantities a little bit. So if you really like the taste of peanut butter, you can put more, or if you're not really crazy about it and just want a bit of the health benefits, you can leave it to just 1 tablespoon. And now we add 1 tablespoon of honey. Feel free to also add some milk or yogurt at this point. I just use water because, again, peanut butter is heavy enough for me and I can't have a large quantity of fats at the same time because my stomach gets all messed up. But if you want to, of course, you can substitute with whatever liquid you like. And I also sliced a few pieces of banana, which I'm going to put on top just for garnish. And to make it more festive and to also bring a plus of texture. Because smoothies are great, but they oftentimes miss something to make them just a little bit more interesting. And I think texture plays a big part in that. And here we are, 1 more to go. And now, for the acclaimed Starbucks Frappuccino smoothie, which I'm going to try to make as close as possible to the original recipe, which I have to be honest, I haven't actually tasted because I live in Europe and that drink was only available in the United States. However, I have seen loads of videos about it and I have read the ingredients on the Starbucks website, so hopefully I'll be able to replicate the taste as close as possible, but having it be a lot healthier for you. And for those of you who have actually tried it, please feel free to try my recipe and then let me know if it even comes close to the original one. Now, since I know the basis of the drink is mango, I have taken 1 mango and I will also use the strawberries that I have left. And we're going to create that super nice, sweet and fruity pink base of the smoothie. well, of the Unicorn Frappuccino originally. One tablespoon of honey because we want it to be sweet. I'm also adding in about a quarter cup of milk. Starting with 4 ice cubes. You guys can definitely do more if you prefer. We are also adding about half a banana because we want the smoothie to have a thicker consistency. Now for the famous blue drizzle, I have here some Greek yogurt. You can also use coconut milk if you prefer, or coconut cream, sorry. You can use, I think, any kind of cream or yogurt. I just chose Greek yogurt because this is my favorite. And I'm going to crush a couple of blueberries in it, just a couple, because blueberries are quite dark and you don't really want the drizzle to turn purple. Just want it to have a nice, beautiful blue color. Crush them in, mix them in very well. My secret ingredient for turning the Greek yogurt bright blue are butterfly pea flowers, which are really good for you. They are super high in antioxidants. They are well known for the tea they make, which is not only healthy but a bright blue. So I'm going to take a few of these flowers and I will crush a couple and put them right in the Greek yogurt, and then a couple more I will crush and mix in with a bit of hot water to produce a really small amount of tea actually. You have to really crush them in well because otherwise they don't release their pigment. I'm going to again crush some flowers and add them to the hot water. You see that insane blue color? How intense is it? Just imagine how it's going to color the Greek yogurt. You literally just need a couple of teaspoons. 3, 4, let's see what we get. You don't want to turn your Greek yogurt into a liquid consistency because then it won't stay up on the glass. Now I just added a couple of the flowers as well, which have already released a lot of their pigments and are now saturated with water, so it will turn our Greek yogurt even a deeper shade of blue. Now we add a little bit of honey because that blue drizzle is also a bit sweet, and we want it to be nice and delicious. I don't know how much you guys can see on camera, but it actually is quite bright blue, so I will now layer it in the glass. Do avoid picking up any of the flowers because I don't really think you want them in. If you do, kudos to you. But I personally don't necessarily want them in there. And of course it is a bit runnier, but I mean it is a natural alternative, so as you can expect, it's not going to be 100% like the chemical version, but it is 100% good for you and delicious. And then we can add in our smoothie. And as you can see, you do have that super pretty unicorn effect, let's say, with the pinks and the blues mixing up and creating lovely shades of purple. Now I'm going to top it off with a bit of healthier whipped cream, which is half whipped cream and half whipped Greek yogurt. And this mixture is nothing else than Greek yogurt and creme fraiche, which you put together and then vigorously whip until it's nice and fluffy. I haven't sweetened this mixture with anything, but of course you can if you prefer. Of replacing that pink and blue sort of glittery small candy that they put on top of the unicorn drink is just crushing 1 or 2 of the flowers we used to color the drink. Just just using that blue for the blue glitters, of course. And for the pink ones, we can just take a few drops of the actual mango strawberry smoothie and drizzle it on top. Guys, even if you are total non-believers in healthy alternatives of delicious drinks, have a look at this pretty smoothie. I think it looks amazing and I cannot wait to taste it. They all turned out looking pretty amazing, to be honest. And now it is time for the taste test, because of course, what good is a pretty smoothie if it's not delicious as well? Like I said, taste test. And for this I have taken out my Invisalign guard because, of course, as you may or may not know, you're not allowed to eat or drink anything besides water when you have the Invisalign aligners on. So much fun. But anyway, cheers! Oh, yum! This is super good. It reminds me of a sort of dessert my grandma would make for me when I was a kid, which was whipped egg whites with some sugar and some strawberries in it, and she would call it a strawberry souffle. It was delicious, and this tastes just like it. Really, really good. Wow, amazing. I love this smoothie, definitely one of my top ones. I just can't stop drinking it. It's delicious. You can really feel the chocolate and the cherries in it. This time I put a bit more cocoa in it than I normally do. Amazing, love it. Super fun Pina Colada one. So nice and refreshing. Yum. Pineapple and coconuts are definitely one of the best inventions ever. Do not even pair them with anything else. They are the best pairing. The PB and banana and jelly, sort of. A deconstructed jelly, if you will. Really good as well. Wow, this is really, really filling. You can have one of the bananas on top. Yum. For the much awaited unicorn smoothie. It is a beauty, isn't it? And I decorated it with a straw as well, because that's what you would get at Starbucks. And this is the first time I've made it, actually, so I'm quite surprised at how good it turned out. I want to also taste it. Wow. Guys, this is super good. Honestly, you need to try this at home. Do try this at home. And as you swirl it around, get all that nice mix of colors. Oh wow, yum! I actually cannot believe the substitutions worked so well, especially because this is not a recipe I read about. I just thought about it while reading the original recipe, and I thought, how could I replace it? 10 out of 10 would recommend. Thank you very much for watching. I am now going to go and enjoy the rest of my evening with my delicious smoothie here, my beautiful unicorn frappuccino inspired smoothie. And I really encourage you guys to try the recipes that I have made for you today. I'm really curious to hear what you think about them, if you like them, if you've made any changes or additions to them. I really want to know, because I want to try them myself as well. And thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being with me. Every time I see I have more and more views or more and more likes for each of my videos, my heart just grows. I'm very happy to be producing videos for you guys. And I hope you are happy to be watching me as well. Have a lovely week and cheers!